Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jayyduty. Or stop going back and forth with people, dog. Let people have it. Bro, make somebody feel bad about how they treating you just by staying silent. You don't have to yell. You don't have to leave your comfort zone for people to understand you, bro. You have to learn how to control your emotions because you cannot lead anything in life based on emotions. You cannot base your emotions on everything, bro. You have to control your emotions and think logically because emotions come and go. You just can't lead anything using your emotions because your emotions aren't even real. You're supposed to analyze your emotions and learn from your emotions. And sometimes it's going to be days you're going to crash out on people, but learn from it. Why did I crash out? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got in a big fight with my last relationship. That last day we had it, that big ass fight, that shit taught me a lot. That's why I'm not going back. That's why I stopped talking to her. Cause it's like, it's no reason for me to be doing all that. And it's not even good for my mental health. I hate the way I react. I really do, y'all. Like, the way I react when I'm mad, it's like, it's unfulfilling and it's not okay. I can't justify my actions. Even though I caught a lot of people, and a lot of people was like, Jay, I would have crashed out on that too, on God. Nigga, I would have, bro, Jay, I would have crashed out too, bro. Like, you had a valid reason to crash out. I'm like, nah, but I ain't had a valid reason to do what I did. I didn't have that valid reason. I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. Like, that was not okay. That was not acceptable. Because I know the real. Y'all looking at it from the outside perspective. I know the real. I know who she really is. I know how she really felt. I know what she's currently going through. Not right now, but back then I knew what she was going through because I was in that girl life for 6 to 7 months. So it's like, it wasn't okay. So the only thing I've done in that situation is just moved on. That's all I did. I could have went to go argue with her some more. I could have called her phone and brung up the past. Oh yeah, you did this to me. You did this and whoop-de-whoop and you treated me like this and this is how I feel and we ain't on that type of timing, dog. Like, we ain't even on that type of timing, dog. Like, arguing with motherfuckers is like time wasting and energy draining. It really drains you spiritually. It makes you feel unloved. It makes you feel like people don't understand you and people whenever you feel misunderstood. But you put yourself there because you always trying to get people to understand you by yelling. Bro, the wisest man in the room is the ones who's quiet. You don't know you don't even know that person there. You don't know that person move. You don't even know how they feel. But they point still get across, right? Because you don't have to yell. How I'm talking to you is how you're supposed to talk to anybody else. Especially if you want your point across. You don't have to yell at people, bro. In my last relationship, I tried to lead her based off emotions. And that's not okay. You cannot lead based off emotions. You got to lead based off logical thinking and actions. Whatever you say, you have to act behind that. Because a woman pay attention to your actions, not your words. You can say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I won't do this again. I won't. But if you don't act like it, then it's like she's not going to take you seriously. And that's why I moved on. And I ain't gonna lie, she called me 2 weeks ago and she was basically like cussing me out. Bro, I could have argued back with her. Because she said a lot of things that made me feel offended. But I'd rather deal with that on my own. I'd rather think about it and just, fuck it. It is what it is. I understand. I'd rather understand people, bro. Because when you understand, my nigga, you start to really move on with your life. You stop attaching yourself to drama because you understand. So it's like, it's nothing for you to say when you understand. So when she was cussing me out on the phone, it's pretty much nothing I could say in that moment because I hurt her. And I know what I did to make her feel like that. So it's like, I couldn't really do, what am I supposed to say? Like, what am I supposed to say? You probably like, well, Jayyduty, you should have crashed out on her back. My nigga, like, why didn't you just retaliate? You know, she said she was going to pull up to your job and shake something up. Nigga, that's a girl. You don't let no girl talk to you like that. Bro, let girls have it nowadays. Just let them have it. Even if it's dudes, let them have it. Let them be wrong. Let them be right. If they feel like they know everything, let them be right. Just let them have it. Stop going back and forth with them. You wasting your own time. You putting yourself in a low vibration once you open up your mouth. And then you get to yelling. And then you start doing toxic shit, saying toxic shit. Now y'all just like toxic together. This shit is unfulfilling. Life is not supposed to be this hard, but we make it hard by giving people a hard time. And we also giving ourselves a hard time by dealing with these individuals. You're the controller of your life. Why do you keep accepting that person's friend request? Your mama, your brothers, your family told you to leave that person alone. But you keep allowing that person back inside your life. You keep doing it to yourself. You do it to yourself. Once you hold yourself accountable, you will finally get to move on. You will finally love yourself. You will see the wrong in your actions. That's the first step of moving on from somebody who brought a lot of trauma to your life. Is pay attention to your actions. This is what you did wrong. Don't pay attention to that person's actions. Because if you keep paying attention to that person, you're going to give all your power to that person. You're going to keep going back to that person. No. Worry about this. Pay attention to yourself. Focus on your priority. Focus on your inner dialogue. And once you do that, my nigga, I promise you, moving on going to become easier. It's going to get easier and easier and easier and easier and easier. And they might think like, oh, you can move on so fast. You must don't love me. No, it's not that I don't love you. It's just I love myself more than I, put you above me. I won't never do that again. I just won't never do that again. You put other people above, they're going to put you under. Put other people first, they're going to put you last every time. You got to start loving yourself, dog. After that argument, it taught me something about myself. It really did. It taught me something about myself. Arguments to show you who you truly are. That's all it is. It don't show you. Well, I mean, I guess it does show you who that person is too, but it's morally showing you who you truly are and how you react and what you want out of your life. Like that argument showed me what I really wanted. Like, yeah, Jay, that's not okay. Like, nobody about to bow down to you, bro. Like, nobody about to bow down to your rules and accept everything you bring to the table. Like, no, hell no. And it's like, it's not even, like, you gotta understand, bro. You gotta hold yourself accountable. What do you bring? You probably bring nothing but drama to her life, but you expect that person to respect everything about you. That's not how life works, bro. I ain't gonna say I brought nothing but drama, but I even told her, I said, I really do feel like I bring some problems inside your life. I really do. Like, I know I bring a lot of problems inside your life. That's why I moved on. That's why I was quick to move on, because I don't like bringing problems into people's lives, bro. Bro, listen. I accept my mistakes, but I hate making them. I really do, because it makes me feel a certain way. It makes me feel like, dang, Jay, this is the type of person you are. And then it's kind of hard for me to dissociate myself with my mistakes. Let me say it again. It's kind of hard for me to dissociate myself from my mistakes, because sometimes I'll be trying to let that define me, but it doesn't define me. I just made a mistake and I was just emotional. But it really taught me something about myself. I'm not going to lie. That was the biggest mistake I've made in my life. I ain't going to lie to you, my nigga. And I ain't going to even tell y'all what I did, because it's like, y'all probably already know. But I'll never do that again. And I don't even got to talk about the situation, because you gonna agree with me. Like, if I talk about what I did and what she done too, nigga, you gonna be like, oh, Jay, I would have crashed out. Nigga, nigga, my brother called me. Was like, Jay, I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. That was a valid reason to crash out, my nigga. Don't even feel bad about that shit. I'll be crashing out too. But I'm still thinking to myself, like, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. You probably would have still crashed out, but it's not good. It's not good to go back and forth with people and react off emotional. It's not, what am I talking about? It's not good to go back and forth with people and react based off your emotions. It's not good to bring a problem into somebody else's life. It's not good to bring a problem into somebody else's life. Y'all, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, you basically gotta realize who you are. You gotta know your self-worth. You gotta peep energy, bro. Like, a lot of people, y'all go back to y'all ex because y'all don't understand what it is. Because if you understood what it is, you will move on no matter what. You will understand that this person is hurt. And I'm also hurt too. So the only thing that we can do that's best for us right now is just for us to move on. I even told her that, like, before I left her house, like, I'm like, the best thing we can do is just move on. That's the best thing we can do. Like, that's the best thing we can do right now. And, nigga, you ain't pretty much got a choice but to move on. Like, that's the decision that you're going to have to make. Because if you want to live a peaceful life, my nigga, you're going to have to just stop dealing with the same person. Like, if you want to level up your life, stop dealing with the same people who makes you feel some type of way about yourself. Period. Anyways, man, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.